Howdy fiddlers, I've got another really fine sounding old fiddle, and this one is number 1243. This is a wonderful old Saxon made violin, circa 1850s. This one has the lion head on it, which I've seen many of those, and I've had many of those over the years. This is not one of those that came out of Sears and Roebuck. This is an old handmade violin. It is German. I think it's Saxon Region, but I had a couple of people that thought it could be Mittenwald. See how that drop down saddle? That's typical of old Mittenwald school. Does have a grafted scroll. Can't see it very good in the light, and it has lots of old pegs have been bushed and etc. But this is a wonderful old fiddle. It's a 12 out of 10, if you can believe that. In other words, it's as best as you can get, and then 2 notches above that. 1243. I don't have to say anything. I think you can hear it. It's wonderful. An old king of the jungle. That back makes me think Klingenthal. Good wide button, one piece back, but this is wonderful tone wood. And many of the old Saxon, Klingenthal, old early Martinikerken fiddles, I'll move that up a little bit, but many of those old fiddles have really good tone wood. Number 1243, an old Saxon head fiddle. It's got the lion head. Many of those old fiddles that I've come across over the years don't sound good. This is not one of those, though. This one has 4 corner blocks, had the original bass bar. This is an Oldie Goldie, Grafted Scroll. Well, you can look at the scroll and see this isn't your typical, clunky scroll. It's got a lot of old repairs, don't get me wrong, but it was made by a good maker. And it's kind of hard to believe that this fiddle's 175 years old and it's going to outlive me and probably a couple of my grandchildren one day. But again, Royce, Burt at Comcast.net. Send me an email, or you can text me, 813-719-0631, and try out any of these fiddles. This one's number 1243. Let me just make sure that I am giving you the right number. Yes, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. You can get confused. At one time, believe it or not, I didn't have numbers on them, and people say, hey, what about that brown fiddle that you made back in November? And I'm thinking, oh Lord, I'll never be able to find it. So the numbering system helps me keep track of them somewhat. This one is number 1243, an old Saxon violin that I have I've got it sounding as good as it's ever sounded in his life, I promise. But it's got some wonderful characteristics that help me. So there you go. I think you can hear it. It's wonderful. Killer fiddle, 1243. Send me an email or text me, and y'all have a really good weekend. And pay attention to some of those other ones, because I've got a few more Oldie Goldies that are killer, and another shop model that's wonderful. So I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch it. Thank you.